Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Deck in the Box. It's your boy Duckbox, and today we got Daniel, my boy Daniel. And Daniel, tell me what you did.
Absolutely, we got the top 32 with Bonney.
Oh, Bonney.
Yes, sir. The deck is really fun. I think it was a good meta call.
Okay.
I played against a lot of Rayleighs that day.
Okay.
I think I don't know, because I have heard multiple opinions of like what people played. Some people saw no Rayleighs, other people saw like 3 Soros. I didn't see a single Soro. I just saw 4 Rayleighs, 1 Enel, 1 Shanks, and then
So can you just go over the matches, like your first round? Do you remember? Or
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So my first matchup, I played a Shanks.
Okay.
Really good player, was traveling from Texas. Shout out to him.
All right.
That's a hard matchup for Bonney, I'm not gonna lie to you. It went down to him playing Rayleigh and then me tapping his Rayleigh after he swung with his Beckman and then just popping his Rayleigh, which I think it was a misplay on his part. He did that twice in a row, and then I established 2 11s, and he just couldn't temp up Shanks them. So that kind of like gained me tempo. And then I played a kid, and then he played the Shanks. But by that point in the game, he was low in life. I had 2 11Ks plus leader, so I just played a Hody, tapped his blocker, went for game, and that was just it.
Okay. Round 2?
Round 2, I played an Enel. I believe he's one of the locals homies, or like he's from Tampa, also a good player. That matchup can be rough if they're playing the star package, but he was playing the Trash Life. He was playing Rush.
Okay.
It just went well. Like I said, if you see your big monsters as Bonney, it's pretty fine. Luckily, he had 2 cards in hand and then 2 life, and I decided to go for board. And I think that was the right call, because then later when I went for game, he had 2 beige in each life. So if I would have went for game, I would have just thrown. So I'm pretty happy I didn't go for game. And then my third match, I played my first Rayleigh.
Okay.
That matchup can be rough, especially because I understand like Bonney's favorite in that matchup. It is. If you see your pieces, if you don't see your pieces and they go unblockable, they put you to 0. It's just kind of like a racing time. That matchup, I don't remember how it went, but it probably just went down to like 10 cost Dofi, freezing his board, going for game. And I believe when I went for game, he had 4 cards in hand and he didn't have any counter in them, luckily.
Yep.
And then after that, we took a break, and then I ended up playing another Rayleigh.
4th round, okay.
Yep. Played another Rayleigh. Matchup went down the same way. 10 drop Dofi, freeze his board, go for game. 5th round, I played a Lucci. Is one of my boys. Shout out to B-Roll. It's just a rough match from the start. He got second, and then he went double Uta, Laboon.
Oh my god!
Just destroyed my board. Did not see a single Tashigi. He ended up getting top 32 as well, so he did really good that day. After that match, I played another Rayleigh, surprisingly, and then same thing, went down the same way. And then after that, I played a Bonney, which was my other loss. I played the mirror. I had to lead the entire game, and unfortunately, it just came down to him having 10 drop Dofi, freezing my board, me not having a response to the 10 drop Dofi, and I just lost after that.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yep, card is too strong. And then after that, I played one of my boys, Dulber.
Yes.
He did really amazing that day. We played the mirror. It just went down to counter.
Okay.
Shout out to him as well. He did really amazing, really good player. He has a very bright future.
Thank you.
And then after that, I believe I played another Rayleigh, which was my last match. It was 9 round. My 9th round was another Rayleigh. And also shout out to Sam Sense, really good player. It just came down to, honestly, at the end of the game, they were kind of nervous and they made a misplay. I swung with a 4K body, and when I declared, I said lead, and they just end up pitching a 1K. And then I just went for game after that. They didn't have the mat after, but they just kind of like that after that. They did really well that game.
All right, and then you got to top cut. What was your match in top cut?
We had the unluckiest match in top cut. I played a Sakasuki.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd rather see absolutely anything else. I'd rather see Blackbeard. I'd rather see all the bad matchups. Lucci. I'd rather see anything else but Saka. Saka is honestly so bad for Bonney. It just comes down to literally going for a game, and then how many hoodies can you stack, how many like 10 drops and stuff like that. Just freezing their ball, their board, their resources, and just being super aggro, I think, is the better way. I went down fighting. It went 1-2. In the second game, if I top deck a hoodie, I would have won that. But unfortunately, just the hoodie didn't come in.
Well, that was an incredible run. Congratulations on that top.
Thank you.
And let's jump into the deck profile.
Yeah, absolutely. So at first, I have 2 zero costs. Some people cut it down to 1. I think this card is really important, especially on Bonney, just because there's a lot of situations you just have a bunch of bricks in hand, especially into Rayleigh. If you have 2 hoodies in hand, sometimes you feel like you're carrying a house with how many bricks you have, and this card just kind of like comes in clutch.
All right.
I run 3 of the searchers. I went down. I used to have 4, but I went down on them. Honestly, this card is great, but sometimes it's just in your hand, like later in the game. If you have a lot of blockers though, and you're like set up and you search, sometimes they don't even go for the searcher, so you can just keep searching, stacking your 2Ks, getting A-drop kits. A-drop kit was the reason why I put this card back in, because of obviously trying to find another big monster is just really good.
Yes, yes.
I have 2 Apus. This card is really good, especially into Rayleigh. If you go first and they win second, if they play Boa on their second on turn and then they search something, you go cool, scratch Manapu, rest your Boa, swing into Boa, you kind of kill their tempo. It's a really good play. Correct. In my opinion.
Correct.
This is your best 2K by far, Tashigi. Honestly, everybody knows what the Shigi does. It just protects your bodies. This card is really good in the meta. Unfortunately, it's just not as good into Saka because they can just minus it and Hound Blaze it and it didn't matter.
Wow.
I played 2 Basil Hawkins. This is my favorite 2K in particular.
Okay.
This is just really good, specifically in the situations you don't have on a Rouge on 4th on turn. You just slam Hawkins. It doesn't feel as good, but it does the job, and it gets the job done.
Yep. Gets your leader ability active.
Play 2 X-Ray. This is honestly my least favorite 2K. I do understand the job that this card has on the deck. Unfortunately, for me, it just never came into fruition like in this run. There was one game that I needed it, and it just didn't have it in hand. But besides that, I just never missed it, never needed it, always pitched it.
Okay, okay.
2 Capones. This card is really good. It's honestly one of my favorite blockers. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be the slot that I'm going to cut. Just because it doesn't do... It's just not as good as the other 2 blockers that I have on the deck that I'm about to show.
Okay.
Kiyoshiro.
Oh, nice.
Card is insane. It protects your bodies. Mostly Cavendish. Honestly, we all know how important Cavendish is on this deck. That's why it's so good. Especially like certain scenarios in your 5-Dawn turn, you just go Cavendish into Kiyoshiro. Like you don't even care about your Dawn. You're just protecting the Cavendish, and if the Cavendish lives, your tempo just goes up.
Okay.
I put this card back in Rocinante because of the kid. Even if they go unblockable, specifically into Rayleigh, you still have the option to use the ability for Rocinante, so it kind of gets away from that. So it's a pretty good card. Also, into the Zoro matchup, unfortunately I didn't see a single Zoro. If they rest your bodies, you can still block with the Rocinante if they rest the blocker as well. So it just kind of gets away from like their setup.
Yep, really good card.
2 of the Rouge. I think this card is amazing. This card is just so strong. It lets you keep your tempo, it lets you play your bodies on curve. It just lets you do whatever you want with your Dawn, which is really important into Bonney. In the mirror, you're able to keep more Dawn than you want, just to play around Hody. So also into Zoro, so they don't tap your Dawn. It's just a really good card.
Amazing, amazing.
And I was able to finally use my other finally set.
Ah, nice.
Bonney, this card is insane. Really good card. I think this card is a nice addition. It's another reason why I think cutting Capone Beige is okay. this does filtering. I might put it up to 3. Card is really good. Playing your A-drop Mihawk into this Bonney is just a really good tempo play, and it's really good into a lot of matchups.
Okay.
I think this is one of the most broken cards in the game at the moment. Carrot. It just does the job. It does it really well. It's a very important body on your deck. I think if Carrot wasn't on this deck would be a lot worse.
Okay. Yeah, that card is just too good.
The same could be said about this card.
Yes, agreed.
The same could be said about this card. This card is insane. Just really important card on green. The tempos, like if you go second, you play this on 6, and then you're able to play Mihawk, swing with the Cavendish, Wrist and Dawn, and play another 5-drop. I think being able to do that is just insane, which is why I think the slot for Mihawk stays at 4 on my deck, because just being able to go wide so fast is so strong.
Yeah, I think that card is just too good. It just creates a lot of things you could do late game.
Yep. Well, we all know what this card does.
Oh, one of the best cards in the game.
Absolutely. I do have it at 3 just because I might put it up to 4 now that blue-purple is back in the meta. Honestly, this card is just insane. I cut it down to 3 because there's a lot of matchups that having it in hand extra just feels like a brick. It's just not as good. It doesn't do the job. This is
the new card from the new set.
The new card, the new monster. I think this card is also insane, broken. Like I said, the tempo play going second, playing your Cavendish on 6. If your Cavendish lives because you have protection, you're able to play Mihawk into another 5-drop, one of these 2 5-drops. Going into this one is just too much a tempo play, because then now your Cavendish is like double protected. So
yes,
you can just keep dropping monsters after that. 2 kids.
Ah, this card is so annoying.
Yep. I think with this card is really good, but I think I'm gonna cut it down to 1.
Okay.
I think it's important in certain matchups, but there's another matchups that like the card is just there. Having Mihawk on the deck just kind of like lets you play the game the same way with having that many amount of blockers. So
yeah, to be honest, I saw a lot of Bonney players. Ones were running 2, some were running 1.
Yeah.
There's one that he was running 1 and he got top 16. So I mean, it's a good card, but like you said, it just sometimes is like you don't want to play it.
Correct. Yeah, having that card sometimes is just, if I have to, I always pitch the second one. So
yeah,
it just comes down to that.
Correct.
This card is just crazy.
Yeah.
This is a card that won me some of the games, especially like that first match, like I said, into Shanks, which is funny because it's Shanks. Yeah, you kill Shanks by playing Shanks.
Yes.
Card is just really good. Being able to establish an 11k body and removing another body, respawning a body is just an insane thing.
Yes, 9/11 is just crazy stats.
And of course, the scariest card on the deck.
Oh my god.
I am just extremely excited playing this card again.
He came back.
Yes, sir.
He came back. He's alive.
Yes, sir. It just, I love this card. I have a personal feeling towards this card. I used to play Green Purple Dofi. That was the first deck that I got my serials with, so I love this card. And just being able to play it on a deck again, it's just good memories.
Yes. It feels really good. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your top. You did amazing. Top 32. That's just amazing for your career, you as a player, and for you to inspire others to play this game. Also, I thank you for your explanation. And last thing, any shout outs you would like to give?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to give shout outs to like most people I test with. If I don't say your name, there's a lot of you. I want to shout out my 2 best friends, John.
Thank you.
Obviously Bart, Brainless. Really good players, have really good careers on the line. Like, they're gonna go far in the future. I think those guys are amazing.
Appreciate it, man.
Want to give a shout out to my boy Delver. Like I said, played him really good. Want to give a shout out to Ginger, always getting me my cards, getting me my stuff. Really great friend. And yeah, just everybody I play with, like I said, no hard feelings. Everybody did amazing. Everybody had an amazing run, and it was a fun time.
All right. And what would you like to tell people that want to like start playing this game?
I think you should. I think, like I said, everybody's beatable. You can, no matter how many cereals you have, no matter how good you are, you can always beat them. It doesn't matter how good a player is. If you see your cards, if you see your stuff, and you play the right game, you have a good chance. So I definitely think if you want to start playing the game, now is a good chance. The game it keeps evolving, it keeps getting bigger, and new stuff keeps coming. So honestly, if you like One Piece, go have
You're
fun.
welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. And until next time.